I met my love by the gasworks croft, dreamed a dream by the old canal, a kiss to my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beat. Springs a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the docks. Saw a train set the night on fire. Smelled the spring of the smoky wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm going to make a good sharp axe, shining steel, tempered in the fire. I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. That's what you're saying. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I met my love by the gasworks croft, dreamed a dream by the old canal, a kiss to my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town. As I was going over the far famed Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier. Take stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Mushering darum do darum da. What I call the daddy-o, what I call the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering darum do darum da. What I call the daddy-o, what I call the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went unto my chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering darum do darum da. What fall the daddy-o, what fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier. But I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mushering darum do darum da. Why fall the daddy-o, why fall the daddy-o, some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and others take delight in the hurley and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Ushering there'm do there'm da, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis me brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own, me sporting Jenny. Mushering there'm do there'm da, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mushering there'm do there'm da, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
And they are beautiful, their hearts filled with love. They're as pure as any lily and as gentle as a dove. They sing and cheer in harmony till their throats are cracked and sore. But there is no doubt you'll hear them shout when Jackie's heroes score. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and we'll follow Jack's heroes whatever they do.
They come from Dublin and from Cork, from dear old Donegal, from London, Boston and New York, from anywhere at all. From Parramatta to Fairmoy, Strabane to Skibbereen, and will the show go up when the World Cup is raised on Stephen's Green?
Yes, it will!
Tooraloo, tooraloo,
and we'll follow Jack's heroes whatever they do.
Sardinia's sunny shore, we'll be the boys you want to see, the boys you'll all adore. We'll play like perfect gentlemen, to win, to lose, to draw, for we're here to take the World Cup to Paddy's Shamrock Shore. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and follow Jack's heroes whatever they do. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and follow Jack's heroes whatever they do. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and follow Jack's heroes whatever they do. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and follow Jack's heroes whatever they do. Tooraloo, tooraloo, and follow Jack's heroes whatever they do.
Green and they are beautiful, their hearts filled with love. There is
Well, in the merry month of May, now from me home I started, left the girls and two, and nearly broken-hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smothered enough to reap the corn and leaf, for I was born, got a stout black sword, a banished ghost, and goblins, a brand new pair of brogues to rot the for love of the bogs and frighten all the dogs on the rocky road. To Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to here and turn down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, Mike Falaldida. In Mullingar that night I rested him so weary, started by daylight next morning light, and there he took a drop of the pure to keep me heart and drink, and that's the paddy's cure. When there he's up for drinking, they hear the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious style to touch a heart above. And they asked me was I hired in wages I required till I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt to here and turn down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, Mike Falaldida. In Dublin next arrived, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that vicinity. Then I took a stroll all among the quality bundle. It was stowel in a neat locality. Something crossed me mind when I looked behind. No bundle could I find upon me stick. Go on inquiring after the rogue. Said me Conneth brogue, it wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt to here and turn down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, Mike Falaldida. From there I got away, me spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me road said that no room had he. When I jumped aboard a cabin found for Paddy down among the pigs, did some hearty rigs, I played some hearty jigs. The water round me bubbling when I fully head, I wished myself was dead or better far instead. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to here and turn down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, Mike Falaldida. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself the fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Templar I was new as and poured all there in Zyle. They began abusing haram me, so says I, Shillelagh, I'll apply. Galway boys were by, and so I was a hobbling with the lower hooray. The giant in the affray quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to here and turn down the rocky road, and all the ways to Dublin, Mike Falaldida.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and oh how the wild wind drove her. She stood several blasts, she had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover.
We had 1,000,000 bags of the best lager rags. We had 2,000,000 barrels of stone. We had 3,000,000 sides of our blind horses' hides. We had 4,000,000 barrels of bones. We had 5,000,000 hogs, 6,000,000 dogs, 7,000,000 barrels of porter. We had 8,000,000 bales of old nanny ghost tales, and a whole of the Irish Rover.
There was old Mickey Coote, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for a scent. He was tootled with skill for each sparkling quadrille, till the dancers were flutered and bet. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock of the walk, as he rolled the dames under and over. They all knew at a glance when he took up his stance that he sailed in the Irish Rover.
From the banks of the Lee, there was Hogan from Kelsey to Hull. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Westmeath come along. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. And your man, Mike McCann, from the banks of the Bann, was the skipper on the Irish Rover.
For a sailor, it's always a bother in life. It's so lonesome by night and by day that he longs for the shore and a charming young whore who will melt all his troubles away. all the noise and the rout, swilling, pudging and stout. For him soon is done and over, of the love of a maid. He is never afraid of an song from the Irish Rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and the ship lost its way in the fog. And a whale of a crew was reduced down to two, just myself and the captain's old dog. And the ship struck a rock, oh Lord, what a shock! The boat, it was turned right over, turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. And the last of the Irish Rover.
In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprenticed to trade I was bound. And many an hour sweet happiness have I spent in that neat little town. A sad misfortune came over me, which caused me to stray from the land. Far away from me friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty fair maid, come a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll with this pretty fair maid, and the gentleman passing us by, well, I knew she meant the doing of him by the look in her roguish black eye. A gold watch she took from his pocket and placed it right into my hand. And the very first thing that I said was, "Bad cess to the black velvet band." Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. The judge, he says to me, "Young man, your case, it is proven clear. We'll give you 7 years penal servitude to be spent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band." Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, I thought her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all you jolly in the town, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens. They'll feed you with strong drink, me lads, till you are unable to stand. And the very first thing that you'll know is you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, her neck, it was just like a swan, and her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
The name of this song is The Seven Drunken Nights, but we're only allowed to sing 5 of them, so here goes.
Oh, as I went home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that horse outside the door, where my old horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that coat behind the door, where my old coat should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a woolen blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but buttons in a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns them boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, they're 2 lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but laces in geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed, where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that head upon the bed, where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see, that's a baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on, sure I never saw before.